Let me just start by saying I pulled over in a Timmy's parking lot to film this rant because I'm really frustrated and it actually makes me feel really better because I have no friends to talk to. So about a month ago, I decided to cancel my service with Virgin Mobile and go with Koodo because they had a better plan for cheaper. They gave me like twice the stuff I had. Honestly, Koodo has this referral program where you refer some friends or your friends referred you and you get $25 a referral, right? So I'm like, that's sweet. So Adam's with Koodo, so he referred me and we both got 25 bucks. Then my mom needed to switch her plan. She went with Koodo. I got another 25 bucks, and then I got my dad to go with Koodo and I got another one. So I'm like getting $75 worth of bill credits, and it only cost me $60 to terminate my Virgin Mobile plan, and I'm saving $5 a month. So I'm like, hell yeah, man, we're gonna sign up. And they're like, make sure you go home and sign up for the self-serve app so that you can pay your bill online and like see your usage and everything. And I'm like, that's sweet because I use one for Virgin Mobile. I go home, like right away, try to sign up for this thing, and it says technical issues, redirect loop, whatever. So I'm like, maybe they're just having issues and I'll try again tomorrow. I try tomorrow, and I try the day after, and I keep trying like all month to sign up for this self-serve shit, and it just doesn't work no matter what computer, what browser, whatever I use. A bit ago, I get my text, and it's like, your bill's ready, this is how much you owe, and I'm like, okay, great, but how the fuck am I gonna pay it? So I'm trying to get in again, and I get nothing. So I'm like, okay, I have to call Koodo, like, help desk and get some help with this because something's obviously wrong. I called them at like 8 o'clock on a Sunday, and I know things usually close earlier on Sundays, but I figured they'd have like a helpline because I know that Rogers usually does. And they're like, nah, bitch, we're closed. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll call again tomorrow, which was today, which was the absolute last day to pay my bill, so I'm stressing. So I called the line because there's a way to like pay your phone bill through like calling. So I tried that, and it says your card is like invalid. Expiry date was invalid, and I'm like, okay, maybe I typed it in wrong. I tried like 3 times, and it kept saying that, but my card is working everywhere else. So I'm like, ah! Anyway, I'm at work, and I work 8:30 to 7, okay, and 6 o'clock rolls around, and I'm like, okay, I have a little bit of a time to like call Koodo. So I do. I call, and it's like, the current wait time is 25 minutes, and I'm like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? And I'm waiting, and it's playing Taylor Swift, who I really do not like. I hate Taylor Swift, honestly. She's so freaking repetitive with her songs. And it's like playing Taylor Swift, I'm like, I hate my fucking life. You know what? I'm gonna call from the landline, too, and see who gets in first. So I call from the landline at work, and they didn't even make me wait. I talked to someone right away. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why'd they tell me there's a wait time if I got in right away from this other phone? And I'm kind of pissed at this point. I had waited like 15 minutes on my cell phone. Okay, so I get through. The clinic's closing, everyone's leaving, I lock the doors, I'm staying at work because I finally got through to Koodo, and I'm trying to figure it out, and the guy on the phone, he barely freaking speaks English. Like, no offense to anyone who can't speak English very well, but like, it's really frustrating when I just need to get some shit done, and you don't understand what redirect loop means. Like, I'm just trying to set up your email, and it's not letting me do it, and I'm like, bitch, that's what I'm telling you! Okay, so he tries like 3 different things and puts me on hold forever, and I don't even know what he's doing, and finally he's like, okay, I sent you a link via your email, check it out. And it made me reset my password and whatever, and I was able to get into my self-serve. So I'm like, this is great. Stay on the phone. I'm going to make sure that I can pay my bill because that's my issue. When it's letting me pay my bill, everything's great. At this point, I'm like, thank God I got this taken care of. And I'm like, hey, thank you so much for your help. And I hang up the phone. I click submit, and it's like, invalid expiry date. And I'm like, bish, not it. I see it right there. It's not invalid. It's on my card. It works at Tim Hortons. It works at everywhere else. Like, I just worked so hard to get through that person, I just hung up and it's still not working. So I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm gonna go into the Koodo stand at the mall. At this point, it's like 7:30, and I'm like, I finished work like an hour ago, and I have shit to do tonight, and I'm spending so much time trying to pay my fucking bill. So I go into the stand, and I'm like, okay, this is not their fault. I gotta try and be cool. There's like 20 billion people waiting there. Okay? Fucking luck. And like, everyone's there for something super major, like they have this big issue, or they need to upgrade their phone, these things that take like 30 minutes. There's 2 people working. They're like, I just want to pay my bill. It's due today. Anyway, so I'm patient, I'm sitting there. I sat there for 40 minutes waiting just to pay my bill. 40 minutes, okay? And this chick that's being helped with her iPhone, and like, this caused major problems for her, I guess. So she was just like bitching, like, I'm very unhappy with the service I've received. And she's like, wait, what's the note for? Wait, 16 gigs isn't enough memory. Wait, is LG better? What about Samsung? I like FaceTime. Oh, there's Skype? What's Skype? Wait, what about a case? Why didn't I go to Apple? Why didn't you guys tell me? And they're like, why didn't you do your research before coming in and wasting people's time? I have important shit to do. The workers realize this because they're looking at me like, and I'm just like, it's not their fault, you know, I know it's not their fault. So I'm like, but inside I'm like, so the girl finally asked me like, what are you here for? And I'm like, I just need to pay a bill. And she's like, okay. So she actually stopped working with the other girl for a minute and just paid my bill. Took 30 seconds. Together today, this took about 2 hours of my time. And I'm not happy. But now I feel better. Man, I need to stop spending money, and I need to stop eating junk food, and then shit like this happens, and I'm just like, I need a cookie.